the first round was pretty good. Happy with the result, coming away with fourth. I made a few little rookie mistakes, so come away with fourth. I'm really happy, and it's a really good start of the championship. We'll keep pressing on. The track's pretty wild, you know. I come here, I've never seen the track. It's pretty funky. There's big walls to run along. Big nice scando down the front straight. Top of fifth gear, so it's really fast. And then when you finish the last corner, you button off, and the wall gets tighter and gets slipperier. So that kind of when it gets a little bit exciting when you finish. I think the person who makes the least mistakes is going to win this weekend. From what I've seen, last time I've seen the track, it's very susceptible for chase drivers to get caught up, especially when you don't have a lot of horsepower. So I think the horsepower guys are going to do pretty well, and they're going to be loving this fast track. Yeah, we run the nitrous this morning. You know, I'm contemplating whether we turn it up a little bit at this stage. You know, it's pretty good. Keep it reliable, but you know, and the run-up's not that long, so it's hard with a H pattern to get the right gear you want without plucking gears through the track and potentially making a mistake.
I'm here with Michael Rosenblatt. You've just landed #1 in qualifier. How are you feeling, and what was the key to throwing down such a great run?
Yeah, we're feeling pretty good. You know, it's a great start. The Nulon 32 is running really well today, so a few issues this morning, but you know, I think the secret to this track is in the name. You have to run the wall around the whole track and be very committed in the last corner. We can go terribly wrong. You know, if you get a little bit in there, a few guys have found out in practice. So I think the goal is keep the car together, run the wall, and just fingers crossed, I suppose.
Let's take a look at the Nulon Oils Top 16 Battle Tree. Some pretty good pairings. Coming up, but our first one is Michael Rosenblatt, the reigning champ in the Nulon Oils R32 Skyline, up against Matt Russell from Victoria in the Banchitos AE86 SR20 power under the hood of that little Toyota, up against V8 nitrous power with the reigning champ. Rosenblatt leads as #1 qualifier, throws it in right up against the wall. Russell takes a little bit longer to get out towards the wall, doing everything he can to keep up, can't quite match the angle as they go through the Nulon Oils transition. And Rosenblatt putting down a pretty dominant lead run, showing why he was the #1 qualifier. Switch it around now, what will happen? Russell leads, hasn't got as much pace as Rosenblatt, so how will he go in the follow position? Russell not quite as far out to the wall there, but Rosenblatt manages to go right out there with better line, and now he dives in on that last corner to get nice and close and put down a dominant chase run. Let's go to the Achilles radial replay. You can see here Russell just hasn't got the angle. It isn't going out as close to the wall as Rosenblatt. When they switch it around, you can see Rosenblatt dive bombs on Russell in that last corner to get some great proximity and get the win.
Yeah, it's great. I knew we were doing something right with the qualifying to get such a, you know, to qualify pole and get a good score. So it's pretty much what I'm going to try and do for the rest of the day. Just nail my leads, and then once we get to a car, it's hard. Then he was a little bit slower, so I didn't want to get too close on my chase because yeah, it's very different cars. So, but I'm happy to get the win and move on.
The reigning champ, Michael Rosenblatt, now has a chance to move up in the rankings, but he's going to go through Dale Campaign first, local boy in the GH Allage Nissan 1Via RB-powered Silvia up against Nitrous and V8-powered Skyline. Rosenblatt leads, throws it in nice and early. Great line from the reigning champ. Another perfect lead run so far, but a couple of corrections there from Campaign. He loses a bit of drift as he comes into that transition, very shallow on both his angle and his line in that last corner, and that will hand a big advantage to Michael Rosenblatt in that Nulon Oils R32 Skyline. Another textbook lead run from him. What will happen as they switch it around now? Dale Campaign leads, throws it in. He's not high enough up on the bank here, while Rosenblatt gets right out to the wall. He's closer to the clip, and he manages to lock in on that last corner and get nice and close. But Rosenblatt will take the win quite convincingly. Let's go to the Achilles radial replay now, and you can see here, he already had the advantage, but now in the chase position, Rosenblatt just has better line, hits that inner clip better, and manages to catch up to Campaign on that last corner. So the reigning champ will take the win and go through to the top 4.
So Michael, Dale made an error at the first part of the battle that got you through. How do you feel?
I'm very happy, very, very happy. You know, the car's running really good. The Nulon 32 is running really good. Everything's going well. I think the winner's going to be the one that makes the least mistakes. So that's what we're trying to do. So hopefully we can keep going forward and take the #1 spot.
The Nulon Oils top 4 battle tree. We are at the pointy end of the field. Rosenblatt versus Wittes. Gordon versus Botcher. The local, the young gun, Jack Wittes in the Ikanji R31. His car hasn't got the power or the speed of some of the other cars, but consistent driving has got him all the way through to the top 4. But now he is up against this man, the reigning champ. Michael Rosenblatt in that Nulon Oils R32 Skyline. Does the young gun, Jack Wittes, have what it takes to keep up? Rosenblatt leads. He's the higher qualifier. Full throttle all the way to that initiation point in front of the Just Car Insurance banners, right up against the wall. Another great lead run from Michael Rosenblatt. A little bit wide on that inner clip, but lots of speed, and Wittes struggling with the angle and simply just cannot keep up with that Nulon Oils R32 Skyline. Switch it around now. Wittes will lead. How will Rosenblatt go with the chase? That is the question. Staying nice and close on the run-up. They initiate together, and Rosenblatt right on the wall. Wittes makes a little bit of contact with the wall there. Great on that inner clip, but Rosenblatt is just all over the back of him as they come into that last corner and across the Achilles radial finish line. Let's go to the Achilles radial replay now, and you can see here Rosenblatt, another killer lead run, but Wittes just hasn't got the angle or the proximity on the chase. And you can see here Rosenblatt just throws it into that last corner. Wittes just wasn't able to keep up. But they spin it around though, Rosenblatt was able to get good proximity and took the win.
Michael, you really threw it down then against Jack Wittes. How do you feel going in for first?
Yeah, I'm super pumped. You know, the car's been running really good all weekend. You know, I can't thank all the sponsors enough. But, you know, I think this next battle's going to be pretty good. It's going to make for some good TV. So,
time for the finals now. Michael Rosenblatt in the Nulon Oils R32 Skyline up against Josh Botcher in that GT Radial S15. These guys have been here before. They have battled it out many a times for podium spots. At the last round, they battled for third. Now they are battling for that #1 spot and also battling #1 spot in the championship as well. Whoever wins this will end up in the lead of the championship. Rosenblatt leads, throws it in. Another consistent lead run right up against the wall, but JB super aggressive, does the cold trickle through the smoke and stays committed. And he is right there on that chase run. Probably the best chase run we've seen all day there. And of all the people to get that close to, it is the reigning champ, Michael Rosenblatt. Judges saying JB with a slight advantage after that last run. Let's see what happens. They switch it around now. JB right up on the wall. And Rosenblatt super aggressive, lost in the smoke there. Where's he going to come out of? He has a bit of a straighten up there and a big correction. Comes low on the bank. Rosenblatt with an uncharacteristic mistake there. Let's go to the Achilles radial replay and see what happened. You can see that Rosenblatt is putting down a phenomenal lead run once again, but JB is able to stay nice and close and give us what is probably the best chase run of the day. Super committed, he is hungry for that win. When they switched it around, that smoke screen from JB totally covering Rosenblatt's car. When he's come out of the smoke, probably couldn't see where he was, and he's ended up too low on the bank, and that's a big mistake from Rosenblatt. Let's take a look at it from the other angle now on the roof of Rosenblatt's car, and you can see as they switch, lost in that smoke, comes out in the wrong spot, and that is a big mistake. Let's go to the podium now to see who takes the win here at round 2.
All the supporters at home, family, it all makes a difference to get us here. I need, and obviously a great product. You know, we've just been wringing the neck of this motor all weekend, and the thing hasn't missed a beat. So I can't thank them enough. And all the supporters at home, family, it all makes a difference to get us here.